I think you guys need to see this before we even start the goddamn video. Bye.
What thoughts though about Eze and the whole Tottenham situation? It seems like he's agreed to join Tottenham.
I'm waiting. I'm sitting back. I don't think he's a Tottenham player by the end of the window.
You think he goes to Tottenham, or you think he comes to Arsenal?
I think Tottenham pay for his hotel to come to the Emirates.
Let's say, what are your thoughts though about Eze and the whole Tottenham situation?
I told you guys, Eberechi Eze is not going to Spurs. He's an Arsenal boy through and through. Came through the academy. Sorry, he didn't come through the academy. He was in the Arsenal academy from young. It was his dream to play for Arsenal. And you guys know what happened. You guys know what happened? The time was ticking. The clock was ticking. It was going bing, bang, boom. And immediately when he's seen the red badge, when he's seen Mikel Arteta and the boys coming up to him saying, hey, we need you. Come over. He's like, there was only one choice. We let Tottenham do all the legwork. Tottenham do all the hard yards. Tottenham do all the negotiations with Crystal Palace. And we just come in and swoop in and take our player at the end. But also, we got to give a salute to Kai Havertz. We got to give a salute. Souls, we need to give a salute to Kai Havertz because unfortunately, he got injured. But the blessing in disguise.
My client listened to me. I advised him on what to do. He listened.
Blessing in disguise. Immediately after Kai Havertz got injured, what did we do? We moved like a big club, cerebral, no hesitation. We need something, we go and we get it done. That is what it's all about. Today, we went from being upset that we signed Trossard to a new deal, that Havertz got injured, to now everything being flipped on his head. I got to give it up to them. 7 players this window, and Eberechi Eze is going to be the 7th player coming in this window. It is an absolutely fantastic end to the transfer window potentially. The deal is going to be around 60 million package for Eberechi Eze to join Arsenal. The deal is agreed. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed it. Everyone's confirmed it. Ladies and gentlemen, at this moment in time, I just need to take a second and break down the news from minute 1 till now. How did we get here? Where did it begin? When did this whole situation start? Well, we know Eberechi Eze was an Arsenal Academy kid from time. We knew the moment we come in for him, it was never a choice between Spurs and Arsenal. That was always going to be Arsenal. We knew this. But you know who started this whole situation? You know who started this whole thing? David Ornstein tweeted it first. An hour ago, ladies and gentlemen. David Ornstein tweeted this an hour ago. And let me show you guys the wonderful tweet. Where were you when you seen this tweet? Where were you? How happy are you now? I walked into the stream like Conor McGregor walking into a ring. I was excited. But first things first, Arsenal make a move for Eberechi Eze. The 27-year-old wants them. Tottenham lined up the deal with Crystal Palace today, and the player, but Havertz injury plus Arsenal closing in. Is Arsenal now closing in on the England international after the Havertz injury, and he will proceed to choose. Tottenham will pursue another target. It was never a choice. That's just who he is. He's an Arsenal boy. Of course, Kai Havertz's injury led to us getting him. Souls, I'll let you speak in a second, I promise. Alex Goldberg says Eberechi Eze wants to join Arsenal. This was back July 25th. He said this, and he always wanted to join Arsenal. It was never a question. We will sign a superstar in their prime in 17. You got Spurs fans looking like absolute idiots off the back of what they said, and people were clowning me. All yesterday, people were clowning me because I said this deal was not done. Eberechi Eze expected to pick Arsenal over Tottenham if club-to-club agreement is found. There you go. You also have Eberechi Eze back in 2018 telling...
Why?
I just supported them from young. The way they played us.
Do you have a favourite Premier League team?
Arsenal.
Why?
I just supported them from young. The way they played us. played with them when I was younger as well. That's why I used to play for. So it's my favourite team.
So if Arsenal call you up, you would accept them?
I don't know about all of that. Listen, I don't know about all of that stuff, but I'm a keeper player now, and I'm happy to be playing for QPR, and it's going well for me at the moment.
That was back in 2018. Anyways, we hijacked the deal. Alex Crook is reporting it. Everyone's reporting that we hijacked it.
Only just tweeted again, outlining the entire deal.
1 second. There's more to come. Let me go in chronicle order. So it's a £60 million deal, transfer twist, but there's a certain account, a Tottenham account, that broke it down. Look at Jamie O'Hara. My head is going fall off if Spurs lose Eze to Arsenal. These guys got too excited. They thought the deal was sorted. What do you call it? Samuel McBell said the deal was very quick. Eberechi Eze to be an Arsenal player, agreement in principle already in place. Then you have the situation here where Reddit, fair, he and his family are solid churchgoers, and they verbally agreed with us and will keep us massive cope, probably wishful thinking. Spurs Reddit is fully heads gone. Spurs Reddit are even getting involved. Matt Law even said this. Tottenham fully agreed with Crystal Palace. Then Arsenal late in the evening, of course, got the deal done. This is the most interesting part. Has an emotional affiliate to Arsenal and favors them. So clearly he's an Arsenal fan. And look at this. Oh man, you gotta love that. He basically told them fly. He told them fly. If Eze collapse, I'll be flying to London first thing. You're not doing shit, bro. Invert the wing. You're not doing shit. You can keep crying to yourself every single day. Eberechi Eze is going to Arsenal. Arsenal hijacked the deal. Look at this. Now there's a 91% chance that the move closes before the transfer window. What? Okay. Where else is this? I love this song, but I'm worried I'm gonna get copyright. Coming Home Again, big tune. Where is the David Ornstein update? Where is the David Ornstein update? He just updated it?
Yeah, literally just like a few minutes ago.
Okay. So 2 minutes ago. Okay. So Arsenal reached an agreement in principle with Crystal Palace over Eberechi Eze. The deal will be worth around expiring 68 million release clause, matching what Tottenham already paid. Personal terms are closed. The 27-year-old pays for plays for Crystal Palace Thursday before the medical. Seriously, he's gonna play for them.
That's why the announcement's going to be delayed, because Crystal Palace have asked if he can play in their Europa Cup, the Europa League qualification thing.
Wow. What if he gets injured?
Then we're screwed, aren't we?
No, but you know what? It is what it is. Help them qualify for the Europa Conference League. It's a qualifier, right?
Yeah, it's like they have to qualify for it.
All right. He'll be ready for Liverpool away. Yo, do you know how many frauds were trying to freaking cook me all over social media? Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, souls. I gotta send you a video right now, and I'm gonna post it in here for a second. For some reason, it's not letting me post it from my phone onto thing. But I had this Tottenham fan on TikTok basically saying, yeah, this Egal guy keeps adding me, saying he only wants to go to one club. He'll never choose Spurs over Arsenal, and basically trying to banter me for that. I guess I was right. As for the whole Staffy video, that day, till that day, I always believed that if we were to sell a player, things would go in our favor. But I did not think it would be because of an injury. But take it away. How do you feel, man? This is amazing. We actually are now going to get the third level raiser that we wanted this window, and this could benefit us massively. This is a scary signing for people. As much as they want to banter Arsenal all the time, Eberechi Eze coming to Arsenal is a scary sight for some people.
Hey, listen, they can downplay the signing all they want. They can sit there and say Arteta and Berta ain't cooking nothing. They gave up. The fan base had a meltdown. But we believed. I was telling people, Andrea Berta, the mafia Italian boss, When he comes into our room, everyone scatters. That's exactly what happened here. Spurs thought they had the upper hand. They thought because of their stupid Europa League that they could be better than us. But the reality is there is only one Kings of England, and there will always remain the Kings of England. When we enter a room, we get what we want, and that's what we did. Look, Berta cooked, Arteta cooked. That is exactly what we asked them to do. They delivered. People were talking about we need 7, 8, 9 signings. Guess what? We got 7, 8, 9 signings. And guess what? There might even be another one to come. Who knows? But at the end of the day, we have got one of the biggest coups of the summer window. We went and got Zubimendi. We got, now we've got Eze. And we also got Gyökeres. Regardless of what people want to say, people were dreading us if we sign Gyökeres. Now they're dreading us if we sign Eze. Martin Zubimendi, they can write him off all they want, but the reality of the matter is the man is one of the best midfielders in the league. Now we've added one of the best attacking players in the league, and then we signed one of the best strikers in Europe. So ultimately, we have raised the levels and the bars of this club to astronomical heights. So
No. You know what? Where's that guy who tweeted, "I hope Bukayo Saka and Saliba leave the club"? Where's that pussy now?
Oh, they're all fools.
Where's the people? Where are the people who are out here saying the window's over? The window's over. It's over. The season's done before it even started. All you pussies, every single day, coming here crying, saying doom and gloom. Where's your what? Where's the belief?
Oh, did you go too early on rating Berta? Shut up, man. Absolute fools, man. Absolute fools. Like, what do you mean? Look at what they're doing.
Here's another one. Why would he go to Arsenal over Spurs? Does he want to
Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? What's the reason? Come on now, man. People are fooling themselves.
Oh my God. We're bringing a baller to the Emirates, ladies and gentlemen. Our attack is stacked. When I tell you, we got Eberechi Eze, we got Gyökeres, we got Saka, we got Madueke, we got Martinelli, we got Trossard on the bench. We also have the young up and coming players in the Max Daumans, the Waneris. We have a stacked team now with Eze. This makes the team just look so much better. Imagine Eze on the left.
They said Arteta hates youth. The entire youth signed their contracts.
They said Madueke was the left winger.
Oh, and guess what came out today after all of this conspiracy? Guess what? Madueke was training on the right-hand side of the pitch today.
Yo! Listen, all you people who are always negative, who are always upset, you can be happy for once. You don't need to be upset. Arsenal are about to sign Eberechi Eze. He will be an Arsenal player, and Tottenham Hotspur are leaving today with an embarrassing event. They did all the work. They pulled the gal. They dropped her off at the club. They went to the car. They paid for everything, parking, entry fee, everything. And you know what happened? At the end of the night, the girl left with us. That's basically what happened. These guys
at this rate, they may as well pay the transfer fee because that's about as bad as it's getting here.
The man didn't even drive. He paid for he picked her up, paid for her taxi from wherever they were to come to the place. Next thing you know, she's paid for entry, paid for all her drinks, all her whatever, paid for everything. And then at the end of the night, you know what happened? She said, "Yo, I'm going with these guys." And you know what happened? These guys are just like looking there like idiots, standing there looking like idiots. And you want to know something, Spurs? This is what you are. You're not on our level. Your Europa League trophy can't buy you. It can't buy you the name that we are as a club. It can't buy you the amount of reach our fan base has. It can't buy you the generation that we had under Arsene Wenger with Henry. Them days, a lot of these kids grew up idolizing Arsenal players, growing up in London, knowing that Arsenal is the biggest club in London as they were growing up, and is currently still one of the biggest clubs in London. This guy has a chance to play for his boyhood club. a place where he left at 8 years old and he cried when he left. And now he's gonna come back. He's coming home to the Emirates. He's coming home where he started his football journey, and he's gonna be playing for that shirt that he wanted to play for as a young kid. And you guys think you ever had a chance? The only way you had a chance is if Arsenal walked away and said, we're not going to do nothing. We cooled interest. You know what happened? Kai Havertz got injured. And when Kai Havertz got injured, we didn't hesitate. Madison got injured for you guys. You hesitate, you masturbate. This is what happens. Souls, take it away.
Man, I am, beyond words. Like, the reality of the matter is everyone gave up. Everyone was sitting there crying. The likes of me and yourself, we were telling people, just give it time. There's 2 weeks to the window. Anything can happen. We've got a bit of outgoings. We've got a lot of, different things going on. And the reality of the matter is people went into complete meltdown mode saying, oh, Spurs are going to take the player. Spurs are going to do this. Spurs are going to do that. Why? Just chill out. Calm down. We have gotten rid of the problem at the club, which was Edu. And we brought in a guy who is a master of transfers. The guy is chilling and he's still getting deals done. Man said, do my work for me and I'll just come in and complete it. Man got them to do the legwork, do the negotiations, go do all of this, go find out what the personal terms were. Man came in and said, thanks for that, guys. Here we go. That's just how the kings move, man. This is how mafia bosses move. You can't buy that. You really think Daniel Levy versus Berta was ever a conversation? Man, you got an Italian boss man here. And then you've got Arteta. Arteta versus Frank, come on now. That's an easy thing to negotiate. Of course you're going to want to play for Arteta. Of course you're going to play for Bukayo Saka. They thought they bought Kudus in and that was going to be the turntables for them. Like, oh, Kudus. Yeah, fuck that guy. We've got Bukayo Saka there. We've got Gyökeres, Havertz. We've got Moreno. We've got Zubimendi. We've got Wright. Of course, Eze's going to be looking at that going, yeah, give me some of that. Because he knows what's happening. He knows we're on the brink of absolute greatness. Who doesn't want to jump on this bandwagon?
Do you know what's next, though? Do you know what's next?
Rodrigo on loan.
Bukayo Saka signing a new deal.
Oh, that's done. That's done.
Signing a new deal.
Done.
Where are all the negative Nellies now? Souls.
Oh, they'll cry about something else like, oh, the grass. I don't fucking care. Let them cry. Absolute stupid assholes. Let them cry.
Mikel Arteta, the Cronkies, this, that, crying. After every single day, this window, we were told things were going to be nice. It's going to be unprecedented. Well, it's looking like it.
Yeah, they tried mocking that as well. Oh, be excited, right? Oh, bro. And then what happened? Give it time, man. You can't get everything done in one day. Rome wasn't built in a day. It takes time, man. It took a few weeks. We got it done. We did what we needed to do. He's still going to come in. So, it is what it is.
The number 10 is waiting. The number 10 is waiting.
Yeah. The people went early, man. People went so early to dismiss their loyalties to the club, man. It is what it is, man. We ride and die for the club. That's how it is. They will deliver. I completely believed as soon as Berta came in that this window was going to be different, and it has been. And that's exactly what we're waiting for. Eze's coming in. That's the reality.
Bro, you know how scared these people are? You know how worried they are? Don't forget, we already have one of the best defenses in the league. Don't forget, we already have a solid midfield. What we were lacking is a little bit more flair, another maverick, and creativity. And the technical ability to help us in these games where they're tight and we just can't find a solution. Now we have another key to unlock those doors. You play a low block, you have another key to unlock those doors. You play the big six, we already beat all the big six teams on a regular basis. We don't have a problem with them. The teams we struggle with is the Fulhams, the West Hams, the friggin' Evertons. Those are the teams that we have struggled with historically over the last 2 to 3 seasons. And now we have a solution, another key, a battering ram to go and slam those doors open whenever they try to play a back five or a mid to low block, whatever they do. We now have another difference maker. Bukayo Saka on one wing, running at you, causing you problems. And then when we take it all the way to the other side, you now got Eze running at you on the other side. So you have Eze and Declan Rice running at you from one wing, and on the other wing you have Odegaard and Saka running at you. And in the middle, we got Gyökeres cleaning up all those chances that we create for him. Bro, this is what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for us to invest in the attack. I've been waiting for us to show the ambition in a transfer window where we're serious. And we now are about to sign 7 players this transfer window. 7. To the people in the back of the room that can't hear me, Arsenal Football Club are about to pull off a transfer window, signing 7 players off the back of a season where we were just this much off of saying, you know what, we can go and kick on. We can go and win the league. We obviously got injuries. We fell off. Liverpool went and done what they done. If we go and get Eze and the deal is done and he's in our team come that Liverpool game, I believe we have the best squad in the fucking league. I don't want to hear about Man City. I don't want to hear about Liverpool. We have the best fucking squad in the league. Simple. Talk to me, bro. What are you saying?
Yeah, we're band for band one of the best teams in the league now. You know, in every single position, in every single depth option as well, we've pretty much got pretty top level cover. So we've got different dynamics, we've got different ways of playing, we've got different ideas that we can deploy on the pitch as well. We've got some of the biggest game changers in the game as well. And that's what we've asked for. We've asked for someone who can turn the game on its head. And that's exactly what we're getting with Eze. You know, when someone comes in and you need a game-winning moment, that is what Eze can produce for you. We've seen it in the FA Cup. We've seen it in many games in the Premier League. The guy will drag that ball and make something happen from nothing. The guy's a spark. The guy's he's a moment player, and that's what we've been missing. We've been missing game winners. When Bukayo Saka isn't on the pitch, we miss that greatly. And even with Bukayo Saka, he can be inconsistent in that as well. So when you add the likes of Eze to that, when you add someone like a Gyökeres to that, when you add multiple players who can make something happen, that firstly, oppositions are going to fear the attack more. Now you can't double team Gyökeres, you can't double team Saka, you can't just double team Eze, you can't just double team all of our players because you're going to run out of players to double team. So it's going to stretch the game, it's going to open up spaces, it's going to open up avenues, it's going to create so many different dynamics that it's going to be something to fear. And if we can get him in for, let's say, Thursday, Friday, and he's got that week to go, you know, train, do what he needs to do, and then go into Anfield, that is the perfect game for him. Imagine Eze, Gyökeres, Saka. Nah, give me a break. We might actually beat them at Anfield this year.
You know, they laughed at me when I said Eze's dream is to play for Arsenal. Spurs have no chance if we're serious. I still can't believe that they doubted Eze. His own words. His dream was to play for Arsenal. His own words. His own words. These guys doubt him. And you know something? I don't think we're going to go in for Rodrigo. But if we did on top of this, oh my God. Souls, there's no way we go and get Rodrigo on top of this. Surely there's no way. Surely this now means Savio's going to Spurs and City's going to go for Rodrigo. Surely. Right?
You'd think so, but crazy things in football are happening. So who knows? Who knows? I'm just going to wait and see what happens. I don't want to go too early. I mean, I do think Rodrigo's probably not going to happen, but if we did that, damn, absolutely, whoa, what is going on here? Because that is the most ambitious window we've ever seen.
Arsenal with Eze, I believe, have the best squad in the league. Look at our squad depth. Can I show you? If Havertz is fit, of course. If Havertz is fit, of course. But wait 1 second. We got another super chat. Big up to super chats. My guy saying Egal told them yesterday and they laughed. 100%. I told them. All this is pointless if Arteta still is in charge. You're an idiot. Sorry. Respect for the super chat, but you're an idiot. You're telling me all of this is for no reason if Arteta is still in charge. You could say that if Arsenal does not win and we fall behind again and we don't win the league, but The manager has nothing to do with it. The manager is the reason why all these people are signing up. The manager is the reason why Arsenal are in the position that we're in. The manager is the flipping reason why Arsenal are in discussions of trying to win league titles and being further in the Champions League than we have been under Arsene Wenger in his late stages. So you guys need to stop disrespecting Mikel Arteta and put some respect on his goddamn name, because I'm sick and tired of this Arteta agenda every fucking day. As Eberechi as is coming to Arsenal because of Arteta and Arsenal as a football club. You got William Saliba, Bukayo Saka, Gabriel, Declan Rice, Odegaard, all these guys willing to sign new deals because of Mikel Arteta. You have Arsenal playing one of the best defensive teams in the world because of Mikel Arteta. You have Arsenal going with the likes of Eddie Nketiah in title races to almost the last couple days of the year with Eddie Nketiah in the lineup and friggin' Fabio Vieira. And now you guys are talking about Arsenal signed Eze and these guys and we're still in trouble. No, it was always the quality of the squad was the problem. It was never the manager. Now that we have the quality of the squad, there's no more hiding. You guys are going to see, every single one of you guys will finally see the genius, which is Mikel Arteta, because he now finally has the squad to emulate what he wants. He has the creativity, the attack, and the defense necessary to go and deliver the major trophies that we need. And there's no more hiding for him. But at the same time, there's no more hiding for you guys who constantly close your eyes, close your ears, and don't want to hear the actual context of why things were not as good as they actually were. It's never been because the manager's not good enough. It's always been the lack of quality in key areas. But take it away, bro.
Yeah, 100%. I think people get onto Arteta a bit too much. The kind of quality of work is there. Look, the body of work is there. The guy is a footballing genius, and I'll keep saying it, and I don't care how much it triggers people. The guy knows what he's doing, and he is the right man to kind of steer us back into stardom again, getting us back into competing for league titles, to win those league titles as well. And I do think if he gets given at least another season or two, he will win us the Champions League with this team as well, because the guy's got it all. He has the ability, once he has the full squad, which I do think he does now possess, to go win anything and everything. So it's over to him really to go and prove it to us, and like prove to us that people who have believed in him and who have backed him, that he has got the ability to do it and get it over the line. But it is Arteta who got these players to stay. It is Arteta who built this team. It is Arteta who's giving us these feelings again. And again, it is Arteta who's kept us in a league title as well. So why am I ever going to turn my back and go, do you know what, Arteta's this, Arteta's that? So why am I going to do it? Why am I going to do that? It's just stupid.
Listen, we got over 300 people watching. We got a bunch of you guys on TikTok and on Twitter. I need you guys to clip this. Clip this right now. To all you Tottenham fans, all you rivals, open your eyes and be very, very worried, because you now have seen an Arsenal team with a poor attack. You've seen an Arsenal team with a disjointed squad. You've seen an Arsenal team with missing pieces, and now you're going to see a complete team. Now you're going to see Mikel Arteta with the tools to go out there week in, week out and play multiple competitions. You should be very afraid. Because we're not only coming for the league, we're coming for all of it. I'm not saying we're going to win everything now, but eventually we will. And all these things, one by one, all the stereotypes of Arteta, Saka, players not being world class, it's just going to disappear once you start gobbling up the silverware. And as for the Tottenham fans who are telling me you're not getting Eze, Eze's chose Tottenham, Eze wants to go to Tottenham, we're going to have a better attack than you. I was hearing Kudus is better than Saka. I'm hearing Eze and Kudus is a better attack than Arsenal's. What now? What now? Huh? I told you guys the other day. You guys paid for Eze's transportation to get to the Emirates. You guys paid for Eze's hotel to come to the Emirates the next day to get the deals sorted. Now, we just sit back and laugh. Souls, take it away, bro. What's your girly statement before we move on to the next topic? Because I feel like there's not too much to talk about now. Like, guys, I'm not even gassed. This is just what I expect. I was expecting all transfer window. I'm just happy I'm relieved that we're not going to get lied to for once. For the longest time, I felt like Arsenal would just lie to us. Every transfer window, we come into the transfer window, high expectations. What happens? Get slapped down at the final day of the window. Come into the transfer window, we're going to get this guy, we're going to get that guy, we're going to spend 200 million, we're going to spend 300 million. What happens at the end? We don't get what we want. Today, they've shown the ambition. We need a striker, they go get Gyökeres. We need a midfielder, they go get Zubamendi and Norgard. We need squad depth, they go get Mascara, they go get Madueke, they go get Arisa Balaga. They're getting multiple pieces around the shape. And you know something? There might be a player sale. Who knows? Martinelli gets sold. Somebody might get sold. But at this moment in time, I think because of the Kai Havertz injury, it really opened the door for everybody to see Arsenal are serious. And we're going to see what will happen. Somebody's saying Indicala just bomba on Martinelli. No way. What did he say? Are we selling Martinelli?
That's what he's suggesting.
That would be sick. Is this guy legit now?
I mean, he's been pretty...
No way. No way. No fucking way. 80 million for Martinelli. No fucking way. No way. No way. A Saudi Arabian club are circling around Martinelli and are ready to pay 80 million pounds for his services. No fucking chance. Seriously? I can't believe that. That doesn't make sense. That can't be real.
If that is to be true and they bid 80 plus million, sell him and get Rodrigo.
Surely that can't be real. You can't make my day this much. That means Martinelli's sale not only pays for the Eze deal, it basically covers like Norgard and friggin' Norgard, Mascara, and fucking Kepa Arrizabalaga. You're telling me Martinelli's deal?
No. Martinelli being sold covers Rodrigo. That's the only acceptable move.
You still think we're getting Rodrigo?
If we sell Martinelli at that price, why the hell not?
Bro, don't get me hyped. I don't believe it until I see more sources saying that Martinelli is actually for sale. Then I'll believe it. Right now,
no, like I said, if it happens, you use that money, slap it on Rodrigo, done, and we keep it moving.
This can't be real, bro. This can't be real. I don't know how much I trust this guy, because yes, he's gotten some calls right with Liverpool. He's also gotten some calls wrong. He said Eze to Spurs was done and he wasn't going to play on the weekend versus Chelsea. So I can't rely on him as a reliable source. That is the truth. One thing I will tell you though is from when Eze got married earlier this window, people were telling me he's going to be an Arsenal player. And the reason why they were telling me he's going to be an Arsenal player, Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka, these guys were lotioning him up, getting him ready all window, to the point where Declan Rice and Arteta were sold on bringing in Eberechi Eze. We have heard multiple reports from multiple people that Arteta is in love with Eze. Arteta has heard glaring reports from both Saka and Declan Rice about Eze. This has been reported fondly. Now, Martinelli being sold also makes sense with Trossard getting given a new deal, doesn't it?
Yeah, but we need to go get Rodrigo. We can't sell him and then just keep Eze and like Trossard as the two options. We need to go get another. We do still need an attacker. That's why I wouldn't let Martinelli go yet.
So what are you saying? You genuinely believe we still can get Rodrigo? Because I just don't know.
No. I'm not saying it can happen, but if it's to be true that we can get like 80 million, 90 million for Martinelli, whatever it ends up being, just use that money and bring a Rodrigo in. I'm not saying it will happen. I'm just saying that's what I'd want to happen.
It's tough, man. I want Rodrigo too. I wanted Rodrigo, but I always thought it was Rodrigo or Eze. And if we're bringing in Eze, honestly, I'm content. I don't need Arsenal to go and break the bank now on Eze on top of it. It would if they on top of Eze if they go and break the bank on Rodrigo. I think the squad is good enough.
Yeah, but we'd have to keep Martinelli though. We can't sell Martinelli and be like, okay, that's cool. That's what I'm saying. That's the point. Like, if we get rid of him, we need to bring a replacement in.
We genuinely have no excuses.
We
We
don't.
generally have no excuses. If we sell Martinelli for 80 million, then yeah. But right now, I don't think Martinelli is getting sold for 80 million. Let's be real. Martinelli.
No, I don't. Like I said, if it happens, I don't know how true it is, but if it is to happen, I mean, he's gotten a lot right this summer. So who knows? This could be his redemption arc.
Because Saka chilling with his boy Eze all on international duty. Now he's ready. This is the guy who got him ready, bro. They're boys. Like, I'm not surprised. I'm telling you, Eze's gonna play on the wing, man. I don't know why people are saying Eze's not gonna play on the left. He's gonna play on the left. And look at this, Alistair Gold, one of Tottenham's number one guys for Tottenham. What a mess. Understood Spurs agreed with Palace terms today and had agreed terms with Eze. The player was ready to come to Spurs. Palace had finalized the deal and wanted him available tomorrow night for the Europa game. And then Arsenal came in late last afternoon and agreed to Palace terms and chose Arsenal due to the connection to them. Another number 10 lost when Spurs thought it was done. Not a good look. Sending as so long a deal only another club can get within a day. So what I heard a couple weeks ago, which made me so confident in Staffy's video, which I haven't told anybody, was that they were just waiting for Palace to get their replacement, and Arsenal were just going to pay the money. I didn't think that the Havertz deal, actually Havertz getting injured, really had much to do with this originally. I thought this was going to happen even if Havertz was fit. So Havertz getting injured maybe pushed them to do it faster, but I genuinely thought that this was always going to happen regardless. So yeah, Souls, what do you think? Because I always thought this was going to happen. Like, I never thought it was going to be a worry.
No. I mean, it was always a matter of time. Like, obviously, I understand like why people were getting like sort of anxious about it, but this is why I say, like, you've got to judge the window when it closes, because anything can happen at any point. Any deal can happen. Any market opportunities can come up. So that's just the way it goes. And that's just the way I see it. And ultimately, we got the deal done that we needed to get done. We needed to bring a sort of attacking player who can play off the left, and that's exactly what Eze can do. The club delivered. A lot of people went early in kind of criticizing them in terms of, you know, downplaying what they've done. But at the end of the day, they've done what they needed to do. They stood on business. They've got all the gaps filled. No one can sit there and go, oh, we feel like we've lost out, or we've left ourselves short, or we've done this, or we've done that. Because as it currently stands, the squad is amazing. Going into the league, we have an incredible squad. We've got options. We've got different types of profiles. We've got different things for different games. I'm ecstatic, man. I can't wait for the next game, and I can't wait for the game after that. I can't wait, because now we've got this renewed hope because of the kinds of quality and caliber of players that we're bringing in. And that's the reality of the matter. I mean, obviously, Eze's not going to feature on Saturday, but hopefully we can get everything wrapped up and we can give him that Emirates welcome. And, you know, we'll see what happens against Anfield at Liverpool and whether he starts or not. But, man, I can't wait. I can't wait.
You know something? I think that video of me on Staffy's channel deserves to go triple platinum, bro. I wasn't even gonna lie to you, Souls. When everybody was clowning on me yesterday, I was like, surely this can't backfire. I was just waiting. Even earlier today, I'm like, it's gonna hurt, but we need to stop crying. Like, it's not the end of the world. We can something's gonna happen. Like, everyone needs to stay positive, but nobody wants to listen. Everyone's like, the window's done. We're not signing anybody, bro. Sometimes you just have to have a little faith, and I'm happy that I didn't lose faith in this team, man. And the club, I got more faith in the club and the project now more than ever before. For them to actually go and get Eze over the line, off the back of Gyökeres and everything else, this just makes me more confident that our big boys are going to sign new deals, and we are still headed in the correct direction. Because I was worried the likes of Liverpool are looking serious, Man City is looking serious, Chelsea just won the Club World Cup. There was moments where I wavered and I was concerned, but I'm fully now like back ready to go. And yeah, bro, you're right. If we do somehow sell Martinelli for 80 million, Rodrigo could definitely happen.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying if these things happen.
Bro, all I gotta say is we gotta cash in on Martinelli. I like Martinelli, but 80 million, you gotta cash in. We gotta pull a friggin' Arsene Wenger and say, yo, you're not playing. Either you leave for 80 million or you're not playing. Right? At this point, we gotta be ruthless.
They're not going to do that. We've got to also be realistic about what our club is. They're not going to do that. But we'll see. We'll have to wait and see kind of like what happens and whether they do show that ruthless side. I guess it all comes down to whether they feel like the Rodrigo deal can be done, whether it's a reasonable, like, is there a possibility of it being done? Because it all comes down to that. Like, if Rodrigo's sitting there and saying, I'm not going to leave, I'm not going to do all of this, and he genuinely means he's not going to leave, then of course they're probably not going to sanction the Martinelli deal. But if they get any sort of positive news on that, and obviously a bid comes in, I can see it happening.
And also, Eberechi Eze expected to appear in the Conference League tomorrow will not affect Arsenal's Champions League campaign. And should Arsenal sign him, UEFA regulations allows a player to appear in more than one club per season in a competition, but only under what? So he's allowed to enter. He's allowed to play in the Europa League with or Conference League with Palace, but not in the Champions League qualifications. And then join Arsenal and play in the Champions League, right?
Yeah, I think it's because it's a different competition.
I remember Aubameyang was not allowed to play in the Europa League when he signed for us because Dortmund were also in the Europa League at the time.
I don't know what the rules are behind it. I don't know if it's different European competition, it's different rules, but yeah. I mean, if I don't think they would ever let him play in the Europa Conference League if they were looking to sell him.
Yeah, they wouldn't. But hey, and haters tried to convince us Havertz is an elite factor. We move. That is funny because basically Havertz's injury led to all this. Do you think Havertz's injury led to this, or do you think we were always going to do this? Because part of me thinks we're always going to get Eze. Am I deluded?
I mean, we will never know. That's the reality behind it. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to sit here and say that Havertz getting injured hasn't sped up the process. It might have just been a case of like, okay, now we really need to just get this done. But it was always if a player sold or if a player needed replacing or if a player needed to be covered for, that's what they were going to do. And as soon as Havertz went down, we kind of knew this was going to happen. So look, we truly won't know, but I get it. I know why people think that.
Is this the biggest David Ornstein bomber in Arsenal history? Is this the biggest shock plot twist last minute since internet has been around?
It's tough to say because you'd say like maybe Ozil.
Ozil, of course. Ozil is obviously going to be better. But, bro, Eze was literally a Spurs player this morning. People were basically saying he was a Spurs player.
No, well, yeah, I guess in that... maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to think what did just send shockwaves through the fan base. I'd say Ozil.
I think at this moment in time, Florian Wirtz was a shockwave transfer with Liverpool. I don't think Ekitike was really that big of a shockwave. Man City haven't really made a shockwave transfer this window. I think Arsenal have now made two signings that are really impactful that is going to scare a lot of people. Gyökeres and now Eze. But more than anything else, I think Eze, because imagine we could now have games where Declan Rice is a 6, Zubimendi is maybe out the team, and you have Odegaard and Eze in the 10s and /8s, and you could also have a game where he's a left winger, all over the place. He could play all over the place. There's no, it's endless the amount of options we have now tactically with the Eze in the team. And on the left-hand side, I think he solves so many of our problems single-handedly.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. It is a massive signing, especially in the Arteta era. But in terms of like, if you're talking about the drama potentially, but I'd say it has to be Ozil for me. Ozil was just so huge.
Let me pull up this heat map from his previous season. Eberechi Eze's heat map from his previous season. So let me just go to, what was his last game? Let me just go Chelsea, the Chelsea game, which area of the pitch he himself played majority of his minutes. So you can see he occupied pretty much the wing, and he was a lot deeper in that game because Palace were defending a lot. He of course had the free kick, which was subsequently ruled out due to Guehi basically being too close to the box. But it's unfortunate that they did not give that as a free kick. Where is this? Because before you could see all the different heat maps for the different seasons. Now it's like, where is it? Statistics. Here it is. So this is that's just the Chelsea game. But if you go to last season, you can see Eberechi Eze is in his own box. He's defending in this area. He's higher up, ready to pounce on the attack. And when in the box, he's more central. He's not really out wide like Martinelli, and he's more drifting inward. This will mean he can play as that left winger cutting inside from the left-hand side, or he could play as the left 8 if we want to go with a very attacking midfield. As you can see here, there's another season where he was more of a touchline winger, but again, he's very central, cutting inside from that left-hand side. Now, everyone's going to go and look at Bukayo Saka's heat map and say Bukayo Saka is Bukayo Saka is not as central. He's more of a touchline winger. But Eze can do both. Eze, you can see here, he is going down the wing quite a bit. And he also can play on both wings. He can play everywhere. This was him in 2022-2023 season, 2021, 2022, when they still had Zaha, if I'm not mistaken. You can see he was just more of a winger, less of a central player. I think he can definitely play as an out-and-out winger for us. But I also think Arteta never assigned somebody to just play the traditional way. He finds different ways to play them. So I wouldn't be surprised if he plays an 8, as a 10, and even as a left winger, or maybe even at times as a second striker, right behind the striker, because he has an eye for goal better than Odegaard does. But yeah, do you want me to?
We've got a here we go.
No fucking way. I'm trying not to shout, but do you guys understand? This is what we waited for. This is what we broke. This is what we broke down. This is what we broke down the friggin' Highbury for. This is what we broke down Highbury for. To have a team and players coming into the team that make a difference to this caliber. Consistently going out there and getting quality players. That's what we need to see going forward. This team now has the bedwork to go and do everything. I can't wait. I can't wait. Let me go pull up this tweet. This is so exciting, bro. This is so exciting. We just got the here we go. Eze to Arsenal. Oh my God. Bro, it's fucking done. Bro, Sol, take it away, man. I'm speechless. Read the tweet if you can.
Breaking. Eberechi Eze to Arsenal. Here we go. Verbal agreement in place between all parties. Crystal Palace to receive a package in excess of 60 million as Eze preferred Arsenal over Spurs. Arsenal win the race over Tottenham. Been in advanced talks for days, but never sealed. That's all it is, mate. It's all done. It's over. He's an Arsenal player, and we get to enjoy him. We'll get to watch him tomorrow, knowing he's an Arsenal player. That's his farewell game to Crystal Palace. And we'll get to enjoy the weekend. We can put our feet up. We can wait for the Rodrigo news. Even if it doesn't happen, it is what it is. But yeah, man, I'm ecstatic, man. Let's go. Let's go.
Spurs bottled it. We got our boy Eze. I'm loving life. I am loving life. Tottenham did all the legwork for us. You know what this is? This is Luis Diaz all over again for Spurs. This keeps happening to them. This keeps happening to them.
That's all they do, man. They go get the deals, and yeah, everyone else hijacks them. So they can keep crying, they can have their meltdowns, but they just need to understand, man, they're just not a part of the big. They're just not. They're a sympathy club. They're a sympathy big six. They're not part of the big boy table. They're just there out of sympathy to make the numbers. That's it. That's the reality of the matter. And they can sit there, talk about their Europa League, but it hasn't done anything for them. They couldn't get Morgan Gibbs-White. Now they can't get Eze. It is what it is. It's just how big clubs move. We don't lose our targets.
So Eze to Spurs is a bottle. Eze to Arsenal is a real thing. Honestly, man, the amount of one-liners I could have all night. You know, the funny thing is, Jay messaged me the other day and said, "Bro, it's done." I'm like, "What are you talking about? It's done." He's like, "Arsenal are not signing anybody else." I'm like, "Okay, we'll see."
Who said this?
Jay. Jay's like, "Arsenal's not signing anybody else." I'm like, "We will see. We will see." Because and now look at where we are, bro. Tell me if there's any more tweets, because the tweets keep coming.
Yeah, there'll be loads. Everyone's gonna tweet like 50 times about it now.
David Ornstein's gonna drop his thing. I just think it's actually hilarious. The funny part is not that Spurs thought they got him. The funny part is I don't think Havertz's injury actually has anything to do with us getting Eze. I think we were always destined to get him. I just have a feeling that was always going to happen. And Havertz's injury just maybe sped it up. Maybe Havertz's injury just meant it happened quicker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I think it was. I think it meant that they move on it quicker. Yeah, it looks like all the reports are saying that it'll be done later this week. So it's going to be done after tomorrow's game.
Bro, this is amazing.
It's going to be like a Friday announcement so that they can have him at the Emirates on Saturday and then obviously unveil him.
Hey, sometimes you guys just need to sit back, relax, and just wait until everything's done. And right now, this is the best feeling as an Arsenal fan. I've not felt this nice after a transfer saga in a long time. When was the last time you felt this nice after a transfer saga?
Well, actually, after a transfer window, I don't think I've been alive for a really good one. This is probably arguably the best one I've been alive for.
This is the best transfer window in Arsenal Football Club's history.
I wouldn't go that far, but I will say, like, the one I've witnessed, yes.
Yeah, and since I would say like Arsene Wenger's first couple windows, this is you know what? In the Emirates era, this is the best transfer window we've ever had.
100%, 100%. I am the Emirates era. That's why I say it. Like, as long as I've been alive, this is definitely the best window. Now you can talk about individuals. That's a different story. But as a whole, this has been definitely the best window.
Souls, what do you got to say before we go? I'm gonna have to send it over to Never a Foul. I'm gonna be going over there now.
Last thing, we're winning the league. Done. Get Eze in, and league's done, man. I'm hyped. Bring it on. This is gonna be one hell of a season. And you know what? We might even pick up a few other trophies. Who knows? But I'm back in the league, man. I'm back in the league. Gets won this season. That's what I'm gonna say.
Bro, I don't want to get carried away, start saying some crazy shit, but right now I'm just too hyped. I'm just too hyped, man. Listen, I'm smiling ear to ear. Shout out to everybody watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Shout out to you guys. People saying hop on Lee's channel. Bro, I'm sorry. I got other stuff to do right now. But I'll catch you guys on Never a Foul. Please do go check us out on Never a Foul. Shout out to everyone who's liked the video. And Souls, this has been another legendary stream. I'll catch you on the next one. Maybe Rodrigo to Arsenal. What we saying? I'm out of here. Or maybe Martinelli sold for 80 mil. We'll be back. You already know. Peace.